Hey everybody. Well, welcome to my latest golf video here on YouTube today. Today being April the 13th. I had a few choices on which topic to choose for a video today. But really there was only one in the end that made any sense to pick for me. One that was way more well known than the rest of them were. But there were only four choices. We had Cecil Leach, who was a British female amateur golfer and author, who won 12 national titles, 5 French ladies amateurs, and 1 Canadian women's amateur. She was born on this day in 1891 and died in 1977 at the age of 86. So she would have turned 135 today. Then we have Marilyn Smith, another female professional golfer, this one from the US, who was born on this day in 1929 and died in 2019 at the age of 89. She was one of 13 founders of the LPGA in 1950. And she won 2 majors and 21 LPGA Tour events in her career, and she's a member of the World Golf Hall of Fame. And then there was Hikari Tanabe, born in 1997. She's aged 29. A Japanese female pro golfer, co-runner-up in the 2020 Japan LPGA Championship Konica Minolta Cup. But the one that I chose was the one that I felt I just had to choose, because there wasn't really no one else on the list who came anywhere near being as well known as this person is, and that is Davis Love III, who was born on this day in 1964, so he turned 63 today. Happy birthday to him. Of course, he's an American pro golfer, a 21-time PGA Tour winner, including the 1997 PGA Championship, a 2-time Players Champion, is in the top 10 in the world golf ranking for over 450 weeks, with a high placing of 2nd, and was the captain of the U.S. Ryder Cup team in 2012 and 2016, and has been a member of the World Golf Hall of Fame since 2017. So that is who I picked. In the background here, you can see there's some coverage from CBS way back in the day of the very first golf tournament that Davis Love won on the PGA Tour, which I've chosen to focus on in this video. That being the 1987 MCI Heritage Classic, Love's first PGA Tour victory. But before I do that, we'll give a little background on Davis Love III, his origins and so forth. Davis Milton Love III was born on April the 13th, 1964, now he's age 62. Today, he was born in Charlotte, North Carolina, to Davis Love Jr. and his wife, Helen, a day after his father competed in the final round of the 1964 Masters tournament. He finished in a tie for 34th place, 18 shots behind the winner, Arnold Palmer, and made $850. His father, who was a former pro and nationally recognized golf instructor, introduced him to the game. His mother is also an avid low handicap golfer. His father was killed in a 1988 plane crash. Love attended high school in Brunswick, Georgia, and graduated from its Glenn Academy in 1982. Love played college golf at the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill, where he was a 3-time All-American and All-Atlantic Coast Conference player. He won 6 titles during his collegiate career, including the ACC Tournament Championship as a sophomore in 1984. In 1985, Love turned professional. He earned his PGA Tour card late in the season in 1985 at the PGA Tour qualifying school. He tied for 7th place behind the winner, Tom Seekman. He played in his first PGA Tour event in June of 1985, before the Q School, at the Georgia Pacific Atlanta Golf Classic, won by Wayne Levy, missing the cut with a scoring average of 76. He made it through Q School in his first attempt. He quickly established himself on the PGA Tour, playing 31 events in 1986, making 22 cuts with 2 top 5s, 2 top 10s, and 7 top 25s, a scoring average of 72.25 and $113,245 in earnings, good for 77th place on the money list. He had a best finish of a tie for 3rd at the Canadian Open, 4 shots behind the winner, Bob Murphy. In 1987, Love won his first PGA Tour event at the MCI Heritage Golf Classic at Harbour Town Golf Links. May as well move back here so you guys can see the screen a little better on the TV. So this is how the Island Packet, the local newspaper to where the tournament was played, covered the event. The first round of the event, that is, as per the paper's sports editor Terry Bunton. Under the headline, Hayes opens Heritage with 2-stroke lead on April 17th, the Friday after the first round. And I always thought it was a good idea to use the local newspaper from where the tournament was played to get the best local flavor to the goings on there. So it says, veteran pro Mark Hayes played one of the 4 best rounds in the history of the MCI Heritage Thursday, posting a 7-under par 64 to take a 2-stroke lead after the first round. Intermittent showers and gusty winds did little to deter the field from a major assault on par Thursday, however, as 39 players broke par on an unusually benign Harbour Town golf links. Hayes, whose last of 3 official tour wins came in 1977, came within a stroke of the Harbour Town course record, 63, first set by Jack Nicklaus in 1975 and equaled by Dennis Watson in 1984. Scott Simpson's 64 in 1980 is the only other 64 ever recorded in Heritage history, and that was scored under lift clean in place conditions after torrential rains. Hayes' round was sparked with a brilliant record-breaking front nine of 30. Nicklaus established the front nine record of 31 in 1975, and it has been matched by 8 players since then. 1985 Heritage champion Bernhard Langer, Howard Twitty, Mark Calcavecchia, Scott Hoke, and John Cook all finished 2 strokes behind Hayes. South African David Frost was at 67 along with Steve Jones and Clarence Rose, David Ogren, Joe Inman, Tata Island's Brett Upper, and defending champion Fuzzy Zeller were another stroke back at 68. Greg Norman, a runner-up last Sunday at Augusta and also here last year, was an early starter Thursday and bolted out to a fast start, going 3 under after 6 holes. But bogeys at 9 and 12 took him off the leaderboard, and he made double bogey 5 on 14 en route to a 1 over par 72. Hayes, who has missed 5 cuts this year and won only about $13,000, played well 2 weeks ago at Greensboro and was just 1 stroke off the lead when he was forced to withdraw during the 3rd round because of a dislocated rib. 2 doctors and one of the tour's physical therapists told him to take 6 weeks off. Back home in Oklahoma City, Hayes' osteopath popped the rib back into place, quote unquote, and he was hitting balls within an hour. Quote, it had been bothering me for a long time. I'd been told it was either a muscle pull or a cartilage tear. But with the cold weather at Greensboro, it got so bad I couldn't get the irons off the ground, said Hayes. Hayes won 2 tournaments in 1976 and the Tournament Players' Championship in 1977, but his game steadily declined in the early 80s. I wish I could say it was physical problems, but it was mental. I lost my confidence. I went to 2 or 3 different teachers, and that was probably a mistake. It's taken a long time, but I feel better about my swing now than in 5 or 6 years. It's a lot more effortless, said Hayes. Hayes' brilliant front nine seemed effortless enough as he birdied the first 3 holes. They were solid birdies. I was relaxed and putting well and just didn't feel like anything was going to go wrong, said Hayes. He also birdied 6, 7, and 9, all with putts in the 15-foot range to break the front nine record. His only bogey of the day came at 13, but he bounced back with birdies at 15 and 16. Still, it could have been a bit better, said Hayes, who missed makeable birdie putts at 5, 8, and 14, including a 5-footer at 14. I missed 2 or 3 putts I really should have made, said Hayes. Langer, who finished well before Hayes, had it 6 under par going into 17, but missed the green and made bogey. He went out in 32 with birdies at 2, 4, 5, and 9, and birdied 13 and 14 coming in, needing just 24 putts for the day. Hoke, a late finisher, made his round with a 4 under par burst through 3 holes. Hoke birdied the 4th, eagled the 5th, and birdied the 6th. After a birdie at 11, Hoke bogeyed 13 and then missed the last 5 greens, saving par on all 5. Cook, who contended through the first 2 rounds at Augusta last week, was just 1 under par after 12 holes, but birdied 4 of the last 6 holes, posting a 32 on the back 9. I haven't made that many birdies in a while. It was a furious finish instead of stumbling in like I usually do, said Cook. Twitty birdied 16 and 17 coming in and nearly chipped in on 18, only the pin keeping his ball out. Anytime you play Harbour Town without a bogey, you've played well. This would be one of the better rounds I've had in recent years, the best this year, said Twitty. The group of 10 players at 2 under par 69 included 2-time Heritage champion Johnny Miller, Lanny Watkins, the tour's leading money winner in 1987, Corey Pavin, former Open champion Larry Nelson, that's U.S. Open, veteran Bob Murphy, Gary Koch, Mark Wiebe, Barry Jekyll, current Open champion Ray Floyd, again U.S. Open champion, not British, and Hague Point touring pro Gene Sowers of Savannah, Georgia. Love shot 70, 1 under par, with 9s of 32 and 38. Evidently, the Island Packet was a Monday to Friday only paper at the time, because there was no record of stories in the local Hilton Head paper until Monday, April the 20th, the day after the final round was played. This video would have been a heck of a lot longer if there had been stories for Saturday and Sunday papers, if they had them. So Bunton wrote the story of Love's first PGA Tour victory under the headline, Love Wins Heritage. Davis Love III became the youngest champion in the 19-year history of the MCI Heritage Golf Classic Sunday, when unlikely leader Steve Jones hit his tee shot out of bounds on 18 and made double bogey 6, giving Love the title by a stroke. Not that Love, who celebrated his 23rd birthday last week, didn't earn the victory. His third straight 67 gave him a 13 under par 271 total, just 1 stroke shy of the Heritage Tournament record, first set in 1979 by Tom Watson and tied by Nick Faldo in 1984. The victory is the first of Love's brief career, but he is not the first player to make the Heritage his first tour win. Hale Irwin's first 2 career victories came at Harbour Town Golf Links, and Doug Toole's first win also was posted at Harbour Town. Jones seemed to have the wind sewed up going to the 18th tee, but after deciding to use a driver, he quote-unquote rushed the tee shot because of gusting winds, quote, let up on it, unquote, and sent it out of bounds to the right of the 100-yard wide fairway, probably the widest on the course. He played his 3rd shot from the tee, his 4th just short of the green, and then hit a brave chip that just missed about 4 inches to the left of the hole. Love was already in the scorer's tent, anticipating a runner-up finish or a playoff at best, when he was suddenly presented with the first win of his 2-year career. Quote, I was pulling for Steve on the chip at 18. I hate to see somebody make double bogey and lose. I wanted one of us to win it, not one of us to lose it, said Love. More noted for his prodigious length than finesse, the victory was especially satisfying for Love, since it came on relatively short, tight Harbour Town. Quote, winning on this golf course means a lot to me because this is not supposed to be a long hitter's course. I'm supposed to be in the trees on every hole here, said Love. The victory on such a course, Love hopes, will dispel the notion that he's just another long hitter, not a player. Long he is, the longest driver on the tour last year, though he seldom used the driver at Harbour Town until the wind shifted Sunday and had 18 playing into the prevailing wind. I think I definitely have an advantage here because I hit the 1 iron as far as I do, but I was about to scream looking at the driver in the bag all week. It's supposed to be my best club. But I wanted to prove that I can just play golf and win with my chipping and putting. My putting and short game kept me in the tournament all week, and the pitching wedges I hit won the golf tournament. My short game was always okay, but not tour material. Now I can get it up and down, said Love. Love, reared on St. Simon's Island, Georgia, and the son of former tour pro and renowned teaching professional Davis Love, played one group ahead of Jones and 3rd round leader Gene Sowers of Savannah, who represents Dalfuski's Hague Point, and he played 18 for birdie, thinking he needed a 3 to win since he was a stroke behind Jones at the time. He hit a rare driver off the tee at 18, but left his 6 iron 45 to 50 feet from the hole. He missed the birdie putt, but had a tap in for what turned out to be the winning par. But it may have been a bogey at 10 that really made the difference. I got so mad after 10. I hit a perfect 1 iron off the tee and missed the green with a 7 iron. You just shouldn't miss greens with a 7 iron, and then I missed an easy putt for par. I said to myself, don't let this back 9 get you again, said Love, who had played the front 9 13 under par the first 3 days and was 4 over on the back 9 through 3 rounds. After I birdied at 11, I felt I had a chance to win if I could just keep getting rolls at it, said Love who birdied 11 and 12 after pitching wedge approaches. A 6-iron on 14 set up another birdie, and a wedge approach to 6 feet on 16 gave him his last birdie en route to a 3 under par 32 on the back nine. Sowers and Jones, who shared the lead going into the final round, both ended up over par for the day, although Sowers led or shared the lead until the 13th hole, where he bogeyed while Jones was making birdie. Going into 13, 6 players were within 3 strokes of Sowers' lead, but only Love was able to apply any real pressure down the stretch. Jones got into the Heritage field as an alternate and was playing here for the first time after only one practice round. But the 28-year-old from Phoenix, who also shared the second round lead at the TPC in Jacksonville, pulled into a tie for the lead at the second hole Sunday. A bogey at 3 and a double bogey 6 at 8 after a chunked 3-iron out of the rough put him 2 strokes behind Sowers, who was 14 under par at the time. Jones birdied 9 and 10 with short putts, made an 18-footer at 13 for a 2-stroke swing against Sowers, and took a 2-stroke lead on Love and Sowers with a birdie at 15. On the tight, difficult par 5 15th, Jones hooked his tee shot, put his second through the fairway to the right, and played a cut 5-iron approach out of the trees to within 3 feet of the hole. Jones had only to par 18 to win, but it was not to be. He finished with a 72. Sowers took the lead with a birdie on the first hole from 8 feet, bogeyed the 6th, and made a 35-footer for birdie at 9 to go out in 35. Still leading, Sowers bogeyed the 11th from the left bunker after an 8-iron approach, and then flew the green, again with the 8-iron on 14, and made bogey. A poor wedge shot on 15 cost him a chance at birdie, and then his 7-iron missed the green long at 16, and he made another bogey. With a large contingent of family and friends from Savannah following him around Harbortown for the second day in a row, Sowers' tee shot found the bunker on 17, but he managed to save par and then parred 18 to tie for third after a closing 73. Mark Weeby, who managed to get to 12 under before bogeying 18, matched Love's closing 67 and tied Sowers for third at 11 under 273. Mark Calcavecchia also bogeyed 18 to slip back into a tie for fifth at 274 with Bob Murphy and Howard Twitty. Calcavecchia finished with a 68, Murphy 69, and Twitty 67. First round leader Mark Hayes slipped to a 73 Sunday and tied for 8th at 275 with Larry Nelson, Jay Haas, David Frost, and Tom Kite. Kite had the day's best round, a 65. Nelson had 70, Haas 69, and Frost 66. Greg Norman finally seemed to shrug off his loss at the Masters and closed with a 66, 277, 6 strokes behind the winner. Love won $117,000 out of the $650,000 purse. There you have it. Back in 1987, the money sure was a lot smaller than it is now. Yep. But there you have it, folks. The 1987 MCI Heritage Classic, Davis Love III's first win of his career on the PGA Tour. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll be back soon with another one. But till then, have a good day, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.